What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, people? It's Thursday. So you know what that means. Savage Talk with Keefa is live on this Thursday. And ooh-wee, it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot like fire. Fiyah. You know what time it is. Savage Talk with Keefa, Tuesdays and Thursdays on 101 TKO Radio. As I always say, I want you to chime in. So you can watch us on YouTube. Hopefully you already downloaded that app. Or you can call me 678-439-7419. 678-439-7419. And boy, do I have a show for y'all. You want to know why? Look, do y'all remember Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig and those companies that would have you come in and weigh you and do all of this stuff just to sell you these little meals? Well, listen, Oprah, honey, Oprah. I'm going to let y'all in on some industry secrets. Y'all know I've been in the fitness industry a long time. And today, when the news dropped, or maybe yesterday, last night, when the news dropped that our beloved Oprah Winfrey was cutting ties with Weight Watchers. Now, how many of y'all saw that coming? I saw it coming. Let me tell you why. But before I do, let's talk about how we got here. So Oprah, she spent her whole life yo-yoing on her weight, up and down, up and down, up and down. That has occupied so much space in her brain, how she was going to stay fit. And then I'm going to tell y'all, even more importantly than how she was going to stay fit, how is the public going to perceive her gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight? You know, celebrities, I don't care what they tell us on TV, on the movies, on podcasts, all of that. I don't care what they tell us. They all care a little bit, at least, about what the public at large thinks about their appearance. As brilliant as Oprah is, and let me tell you, I love Oprah. Oprah is human. And what that means is she suffers from the same human condition that we all suffer from. And I'm going to tell y'all what that is. I'm going to get to it. But let me finish this story. So Oprah has cut ties with Weight Watchers. And this is significant because since 2015, she's been on their board. She made the difference. Okay, and y'all remember partnerships, collaborations. Y'all know I'm all about it, partnerships and collaborations. So Oprah has been in this relationship with Weight Watchers since 2015. That is almost 10 years. And I'm going to tell you guys, she is the reason why Weight Watchers has survived all of these years. Because think about it. I mentioned Jenny Craig, but I'm probably the only one to mention Jenny Craig in the last probably like 5 years. Weight Watchers has benefited from being in collaboration and partnership with Oprah Winfrey. She's been on their board of directors. She holds a lot of their stock. So when she cut ties with Weight Watchers, she didn't sell her stock because number one, it was an amicable separation. She didn't want Weight Watchers to tank. She didn't want the stocks to tank. Although they went down, they didn't tank. It's a difference. They will survive if they can make a transition. What Oprah did was donate her stocks to the African American Museum. I think that's what it is. She didn't sell them. She donated them. But now, see, we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of what I'm talking about. Okay? This is why this is important. Oprah Winfrey cut her ties with Weight Watchers because I'm going to tell you, Oprah, she always talks about living her life full transparency. Now, I I said this on my live today. Those of us that are professional trainers and coaches, we know when our clients, when people we see on Instagram walking down the street, we know when you're taking those weight loss drugs, even when you're not being transparent and honest about it. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why later, but let me stick on this roll. There is no possible way Oprah can continue to be the face of Weight Watchers, saying that she's counting her points and she's eating right and this and that, knowing doggone well she's taking Ozempic, Mounjaro, or one of those other diabetes, aka weight loss drugs. It's no way. You just can't do that, especially if you're somebody who believes in transparency and honesty and not misleading the people that trust in you and that you follow. So she cut her ways, she cut ties with Weight Watchers, and she finally admitted what I already knew, which is she's been taking other weight loss drugs, Ozempic, Mounjaro, whichever one. So here's the thing. But I'm going to tell y'all the biggest play. So she cut her ties. She donated her stocks. She let the cat out the bag and said what she's been doing. But let me tell y'all, this is the setup. Because Oprah is a brilliant businesswoman. And right now, and this is my opinion, y'all. Anytime I'm talking savage talk, I'm telling y'all my opinion based on my experience and the things that I know about being a human, which I am, and running businesses, which I do, and being in relationships, collaborations, and partnerships with other people. So I am speaking my opinion based on all of that. Now, this is why this is brilliant on Oprah's part. Okay, so I want you guys to lean in on this. I really believe that Oprah is positioning herself, right? Because think about it. She didn't immediately cut Weight Watchers loose. This whole time, she's been losing that weight, being quiet, not admitting that she was using Ozempic so she could show up, right? Cut Weight Watchers. And then this is what I believe. I believe Oprah is going to come out with her own branded Ozempic style package, clinic, the Oprah Winfrey effect, the Harpo weight loss special, whatever it is. If Oprah put her name on any of those, Oprah's Mounjaro, Oprah's Ozempic, the Oprah weight loss effect, she is going to quadruple her money, okay? This is assuming she goes into relationship, partnership, collaboration with one of these drug makers. Yeah, so imagine Oprah partnering up with the manufacturers of Ozempic. Or think about this, y'all. Imagine Oprah partners up with one of these drug manufacturers and creates her own Oprah Zempic. That is her brand. Y'all, look, Oprah better do this. She better do this. The the Harpo Zempic. Okay? And we already know, see, Oprah's a brand in herself. And Oprah is a trusted brand. So if she goes into collaboration with one of these drug manufacturers and comes up with Harpo weight loss, Harpo this and that, then she can franchise her weight loss clinics, all of that stuff. My point is, Oprah is brilliant and she strategically did this. She made sure that she didn't hurt Weight Watchers. Because the best thing of all, when she comes out with her own branded weight loss drugs, she can then sell it back to Weight Watchers. And that is what is going to keep Weight Watchers in business. They have to, y'all, I'm talking savage right now, so I hope you leaning in. Weight Watchers has to be able to make a transition into 2025. Okay? And I myself, as a gym owner, as a longtime trainer, coach, we have got to move with the times, know the technology. And right now, more than ever, with these weight loss drugs out there, trainers and coaches need to know how to work with the folks who are taking these drugs, because it's not a panacea. It's not. And even more than the people not taking the drugs, the people that are taking the Ozempics and the Mounjaros, losing that weight fast, if they don't want to have saggy skin, if they don't want to end up having to, all the money they save, they're going to have to end up spending it in mommy makeover surgeries, getting facelifts, getting Restylane injections, all type of stuff, because they'll end up with saggy skin, big heads, little bodies, the Hollywood effect. Okay, because all of them Hollywood actors are taking it. So the thing is this. I am bringing this up because, I'm bringing it up for a few reasons. Number one, I wanted to really talk about what I think Oprah is doing and how she is capitalizing and how she is pivoting and how she's positioning herself. And even though I am just giving y'all my opinion, I don't know if she plans to do that or not. But what I do know is I am highlighting this because I always talk about positioning your business. And someone like Oprah, who has yo-yoed in her weight in the public eye, under all of the scrutiny, and is still here and intact and doesn't have anxiety, and she's not blaming it all on the world and Instagram and all of that, as someone who is still here, what she has to say is very valuable. So listen, it's Thursday. It's Savage Talk with Keefa. I'm Keefa. I am the host. So I hope you're streaming this live on YouTube, because I want you to chime in. I want you to chime in on this conversation. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go nowhere, because when we do come back, I'm going to continue breaking it down from the perspective of a celebrity trainer who's been in the business for a long, long time. And like I said, y'all stop fronting. We know you taking the Ozempic. We can tell. I'm going to tell you the other ways that we know this. When we come back after the break, Savage Talk with Keefa. We'll be right back.
50 Cent.
up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Savage Talk is back. Yes, yes, yes. Savage Talk is back. So I hope you are chiming in on YouTube so I can get your comments. You can chime in. So during the break, this is what I said, y'all. Harpo-Zempic. I'm calling it now. I want you guys to write this day down. Today's the 29th. Does that mean it's leap year? Because we have, okay. So leap year is once every 4 days. Once every 4 years. So look, Oprah on leap year, during leap year, now I don't know if it was calculated, but Oprah has positioned herself. Let me just break this down for you guys again so you can see the business that I'm talking about. Positioning. Oprah has positioned herself. She has positioned herself where she can go to these drug manufacturers. She can white label her own version of Ozempic. Okay, I'm calling it for purposes of Savage Talk. I'm calling it Harpo-Zempic, Harpo-Manjaro. You know, Harpo, whatever you want to call it, the Harpo effect. Now check this out. This is what's even deeper. So I talked about earlier how she did not sell her shares in Weight Watchers. Now, let me tell you why. She donated them. I mentioned that earlier. She donated these shares to the African American Museum. Now, why would she donate these shares? Well, this is why. Let me tell you. Because when the Harpo-Zempic starts getting manufactured and Oprah starts making this money, now, of course, she's going to take the Harpo-Zempic back to the Weight Watchers. This is what's going to keep Weight Watchers in business, y'all. This is what's going to help Weight Watchers pivot from the old way of doing business to the new way of doing business. And even people like me know that all businesses have to pivot. If you want to remain relevant, you must pivot and follow what society is doing. And obesity has long been a disease in the United States. Now, of course, a lot of people think that obesity, just like drug abuse, a lot of people don't look at it as a disease. I'm one of those people who recognize obesity, just like drug abuse, drug addiction, as a disease. Okay? The reason why that is important is because when it's recognized as a disease, the treatment is different. The treatment is different. Why is that important? Well, because some treatments are going to be covered under health insurance and some isn't. Okay, so obesity is a disease, just like drug addiction. Now, back to what I was talking about these stocks and shares. See, once Oprah comes out with Harpo-Zempic, and she then starts collaborating with Weight Watchers again, but in a different way, y'all. She's going to be the supplier. She's just going to supply them so that there is no commingling of funds. There is no appearance, Fannie Pack Willis, okay, of misconduct or money commingling. Oprah is going to then sell the Harpo-Zempic to Weight Watchers, and that is going to re-raise their stock again and make Weight Watchers relevant again. Guess what that's going to do to those shares? You guessed it. The shares are going to go back up. They're going to be more valuable. And then guess what? The African American History Museum that she donated those stocks to is going to realize a great donation. And Oprah Winfrey Harpo-Zempic founder will then be able to say that she has donated millions and billions to this African American museum. And I think it's African American History Museum, whatever it is, y'all know what I'm saying. Their stock, the value is going to rise. It's going to go back up. And Oprah will have been the single reason that Weight Watchers is still in business. In fact, and if Jenny Craig, if they got some sense, they're going to do the same thing, and they're going to be offering the Ozempic. And if I was someone who owned a weight loss clinic, if I was just, a no-name brand weight loss clinic in DeKalb County, right here at Stonecrest Mall, right here in the Privy Building, if I had a weight loss clinic, I am going to get on the Ozempic train, especially if I'm already offering that to my clients. Why not offer a famous, trusted name brand? So you see how this works, y'all? Partnership, collaboration, positioning. Oprah Winfrey positioned herself to do this. Yes, I'm speculating. But y'all tell me, ain't that a smart speculation? For real. It makes absolute business sense. It makes absolute sense. And on top of that, Oprah gets the body that she wants. Do y'all remember that show when she first got her Oprah show and she lost all that weight, got all skinny with the big head, and then she came out with the red wagon with all of the fat on it, saying, this is how much weight I lost. This is what 15 pounds of fat looks like. Y'all remember that? So I don't know. Oprah probably was maybe in her 30s at that time. I don't know how old, but she was super young. So fast forward to this day. She gets to walk out on stage with the red wagon, but instead of it being the 15 pounds of fat, it's going to be full of Ozempic shots. You get a shot. Everybody gets a Ozempic shot. Okay, who gonna turn that down? Hell, I'm even gonna get me one if I'm at the Oprah show. Yeah, I want one, Oprah. I want one. You get a shot. So Oprah, she will also then be able to say, not only have I donated all of these millions to the Black History Museum, but I've been instrumental in saving all of these people's lives who suffered from obesity, diabetes. My Ozempic clinics are saving the world. Ozempic. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is leap year. This is the last day in February. And this day only comes once every 4 years. So Oprah, she walked out, she told the truth. This is what I did. I've been taking Ozempic. I cut my ties with Weight Watchers. I donated all my stock. So now let's watch what happens. Okay? Watch what happens. And when it rolls out, if it rolls out exactly how I'm telling y'all, y'all better say, oh yeah, I remember Keefa talking about that on Savage Talk. It only makes sense. That's why I'm talking about it. It only makes sense. And Oprah's a billionaire. So she has all of the capital. She has all of the trust needed to start a new brand. Because even though Ozempic will be a new item, it's not technically a new brand because the Oprah brand is the brand. So she already has a worldwide warm and hot audience. You tell me where in the world you can go and they haven't heard of Oprah Winfrey. Even tribes way off in the rainforests, they all have heard of Oprah. So there is no, and I shouldn't say no because I really don't know, but I'm going to say 99% of this planet has heard of Oprah Winfrey. And out of that 99% of the planet that's heard of Oprah, I'm going to say if even 75% of the folks trust and believe in her, if 75% of that, imagine Harpo-Zempic in clinics around the world. How powerful is that? Harpo-Zempic in clinics around the world, saving people's lives while making all this money. So yeah, I'm speculating. But now, here's the other thing. That brings me to another point that I wanted to talk about. All related to this. Why on earth do y'all try to pretend like we don't know you taking it? Why? Y'all remember probably one of the first people was Lisa Marie Presley. And y'all know she died. Yeah, so Lisa Marie Presley, and I talked about this when it happened, Lisa Marie Presley had been taking Ozempic. In addition to that, she was a known drug abuser. So not only was she taking drugs, okay, Oxycontins, those type of drugs, probably fentanyl too. Y'all don't forget, fentanyl is still killing people. And that's a serious, serious drug. But check this out. She died. Lisa Marie Presley died. Now, right before she died, she was at an award show. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but she's at an award show. And she definitely looked close to death to me. Now, I don't know how many other professional people noticed that, but I saw it. I saw the dis-ease. She was way too skinny, lethargic. Hair was looking crazy. And the thing is this, those drugs help you by reducing your appetite so you don't eat as much. Well, when they first came out, they're changing a little bit now with the Mounjaro and the one that starts with the Z. Semaglutide is the overall name of the class of drugs. So the thing is this, Lisa Marie Presley died. She was taking Ozempic and a slew of other stuff. But my point is, she was denying that she was taking Ozempic, just like Kyle Richards from the Real Housewives of LA, or whichever one that was. She was lying about it too. But what happened is their bodies told on them. Okay? So as professional coaches and trainers, we notice the signs when your body is telling on you, because it is not just you're getting too thin too fast. We can tell in your eyes, we could tell in your hair, we could tell in your skin. We can tell because the thing is this, when you take something that curbs your appetite, see, you get hunger pains for a reason. The hunger pains serve a purpose because you have to nourish your body. The problem is just that we've gotten so out of whack with our nutrition and what we eat, our bodies sometimes cannot tell the difference. In addition to that, we have social issues. People eat because of anxiety, all kind of different stuff. And I'm going to talk more about this, so don't go nowhere. This is Savage Talk with Keefa, 101 TKO Radio, where we knock it out the box always, pow, in all ways. We'll be right back after the break.
Right now, our country feels divided, but there's a place
up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Savage Talk is back. Savage Talk is back. Yes, y'all. I hope you didn't go nowhere. We ain't got time for that. Y'all don't be leaving on me. So look, we talking about the Harpo-Zempic. You get a shot, you get a shot, you get a shot. Everybody's getting Harpo-Zempic shots for Christmas. For Christmas. Christmas in the hood, we all getting a shot. No more struggling. No more having a hard time losing weight. All of that stuff. Okay, so back to my point. You're listening to Savage Talk with Keefa on 101 TKO Radio, knocking them out the box always and always. So I was making a point. As professionals, we know when you're not keeping it real with us, okay? If you come in for a consultation with me, I'm always going to ask you what type of supplements you're taking. How much weight have you lost? Have you ever lost a great amount of weight? You know, all so that I can gauge. When you tell me what your goal is, I need to be able to gauge, okay, when I put a plan together for you, how realistic is this plan? So I got to know something about your history. And if you come in telling me you lost 50 pounds in the last 3 months, I already know that you did that with some help. Let me tell you guys something else. This is the other thing. With those drugs, the drugs do not distinguish between muscle mass and body fat, okay? And when women tell me they want to tone up, what I actually hear is, I want to lose body fat so that I can show my muscles, okay? So yeah, we want to build muscle, but at the same time, we want to lose body fat. That's what toning is. And Ozempic and Mounjaro, these weight loss drugs, diabetes drugs, do not make a distinction between the weight that's lost. This is why we say Ozempic heads, the big head, Ozempic face, the sunken in face, because with women, I'm going to tell y'all something. With women, when we lose body fat, we don't always lose it only in the areas we want to lose it. We lose fat in our face. Yeah, we lose fat in our breasts. That's just called being human. But what's happened is our society, looking at all these videos where all these folks have had a lot of work done, it's almost become where it's normal that women want to look a certain way, which is not really perfection, because the human body rarely is human perfect. But see, in the eyes of God, you was already born perfect. So it's not anything you can do that's going to make you more perfect. That is why when people make all of these changes to their bodies, oftentimes it doesn't make an impact on how they see themselves in the world. Yes, you may feel smaller, you may feel skinnier, you may feel like your body looks more appealing. But what does that do for how you fit and what you bring to the world? See, that's the question. And I'm going to tell you, it doesn't make a difference for most people. And the reason is because where the difference is made is not on the outside. Oprah can tell you that. She can tell you that. Now, it doesn't help if you're on social media and you're looking at all of this body dysmorphia. These bodies aren't normal. They're not natural. Actually, let me rephrase that, because it's kind of normalized to be getting stuff done. So maybe what I should be saying is these bodies are normal, but not natural. Okay? The bodies are normal, but not natural. And also, let me say this. Whatever anybody does to their own body, I don't mind. People are beautiful to me. Whether you've had surgery or not, Okay, you choose to do what you want to do. I'm not going to judge you. I'm going to love up on you whether you've had surgery or not. Because for me, I'm a lover of people. The outside is not it for me. Okay? That's not what makes me love people. It's the inside. It's their energy. So whatever you look like on the outside, that's between you and God. I'm not going to judge that. So maybe that's what I should say. Nowadays, using Ozempic, getting surgeries, getting all kind of stuff done is normal, but it's not natural. Okay? Yeah, I have a natural body. So, and I work with all types of different people. At the end of the day and at the beginning of the day, when you wake up, you got to know that God loves you regardless what surgeries you have. You got to know that there's a place for you in this world regardless of what surgeries you have. So if that can stand, then you good. You good no matter what you do. But I want to touch on what I was saying. I really got to elaborate. There is a stigma attached to being obese, to being overweight. And because of this stigma, there is shame. There is shame. All wrapped in to weight gain, being obese, not having the perfect body. And I've got my quotation fingers up. There's a stigma attached to that. And the reason I know this is because, see, oftentimes when men and women come and see me and sit down in front of me, they really don't like talking about the weight. They really don't. And oftentimes they lie about the last time they worked out, as if I can't tell. Like, yeah, they may tell me that it's been about 3 months, but obviously it's been 30 years. It's been 3 years. See, we can tell all of this. Professional trainers and coaches, I'm not talking about just them trainers and coaches you see up in Planet Fitness and all of that stuff. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. The real coaches and trainers, they ain't in Planet Fitness. They not in them spots. All right? That's just the reality. How could a great coach or trainer be in Planet Fitness when they charging $20 a month? So that's not it. So I'm just keeping it real. But the thing is this. We know when people are lying to us about the last time they trained, about what they're eating, all of that. But I say that to say this. The reason people lie is because they're ashamed. They are ashamed that they let themselves go. They are ashamed to be sitting in front of me, having to ask for help. I recognize that and I'm empathetic to that. That's the same reason why people are lying about taking Ozempic and Mounjaro and other semi-glutide drugs, because of shame. But you can't have shame behind it. All right, so look, we got somebody who wants to chime in. This is exciting to me because y'all know this is my thing. I'm going to call it out. I'm going to tell it like it is. And I'm going to tell the truth and speak the truth on it. All right, so caller, go ahead. You on Savage Talk with Keefa. Are you there? Hello. Okay, so call back or go on YouTube. Send me your questions. This is an important topic, y'all. It's important because, number one, this is the other thing. These drugs are new. What's going to be happening in 5 years? Because you already know the minute you come off that drug, all your appetite is going to come back. If you're one of the lucky ones, you'll get a normal appetite. Your stomach will start functioning normally again. So what are you going to do in 5 years? How are you going to manage your transition from taking this drug, having lost all this weight, got skinny, and transition back into a normal life? Or are you planning on trying to take this drug for the rest of your life? I know some people are. They may not be telling me, they may not be telling you, but their plan is to take this drug for the rest of their life. And they will be okay with that. They're okay with the risk. They're okay with all of that. But I'm telling you, the money that you think you're saving by paying for a coach, getting in a program, working out and all of that, you're going to end up spending that money tenfold. Even if your insurance is paying for these shots, you're going to end up spending that money tenfold, because now you're going to have to work with your skin that ain't doing the right thing. There are lots of nutrients, vitamins, minerals. It takes a whole lot of all of that stuff working together to fuel your body. The body is an amazing thing, y'all. I'm telling y'all, the body is amazing. And if you give it the opportunity, if you give your body the opportunity to prove to you how amazing it is before you start chopping and shopping and doing all of this and selling your parts for money and getting all of them fat transfers from your booty to your cheeks and your this and that, your body will show up for you. Your body will show up for you and show out. In most cases. Now, truly, there are things like autoimmune disorders. And you guys know, autoimmune disorders, I call it the other AIDS. Autoimmune disorders. Your body needs desperately for you to give it the chance to prove to you that it won't let you down. But that means what? You got to show up for yourself. You got to show up for yourself. It is nothing I hate more than someone who actually signs up for my program, signs up gung-ho, and then literally let themselves down, stop showing up. And then they start coming up with all these excuses to tell me the this and the that. Well, you know what? My question is this. Did the this and the that exist before you signed up? Yeah, you know it did. You know it existed. This is where you have to dig deep and get savage, because your life depends on it. Your life depends on it. So either you can work with me on getting your weight down while maintaining your muscle. So we focus on losing fat and not muscle, right? Keeping all the good collagen that you need, because women, I'm going to tell y'all, if you over 40, one of the first places the fat goes away is in your face. Why do you think we get wrinkles? Yeah, because our skin starts sagging because the fat and collagen is missing. So now you on Ozempic or Manjaro that's curbing your appetite and you not eating, your sagging is going to be sprinting down to the floor. Okay, so we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Savage Talk with Keefa on 101 TKO Radio. We'll be right back. up, y'all? Savage Talk is back on this Thursday. And man, when I tell y'all time be flying by, whoo, like a phoenix in the sky, this should be a reminder. Y'all know, the older you get, even though time doesn't change, our perspective on time does change because we have less of it. And we realize the less time we have, the more we do not want to waste it on just irrelevant stuff, okay? So the point I made was when you're taking these drugs, you don't know what it's going to look like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years down the line because these are new classes of drugs. And yeah, so far they saying they're healthy. But hell, they told us the COVID vaccine was healthy too. Y'all know that, right? And I bet you all know somebody who has long COVID or who still has something going on with their body from those vaccines. So you cannot believe everything that these drug manufacturers are telling you. You cannot believe everything that these doctors are telling you because they are incentivized to put you on these drugs. They're incentivized to do that. And the thing is this, oftentimes these doctors, you know, they're human too. They're people too. They spent 10, 12 years in school. Most of them doctors, now I'm talking about, now not everyone, but most of them doctors in regular establishments, your United Healthcares, your Kaisers, them doctors ain't trying to learn nothing new. They telling you and selling you the same old stuff. Take this medication, take that medication. You hear what I'm saying? They're not trying to learn anything new. Technology and our own understanding of our bodies through trial, error, tribulation is a better indication of what we need to do for our own health. How do I know this? Well, number one, I've owned a CrossFit gym for almost 14 years. And back in the day, no one had heard of CrossFit. No one knew that you can do high intensity exercise that included slinging heavy weights, doing gymnastics, and doing cardio to where you felt like you was on the brink of death would actually get you healthy. Okay? And when I say nobody, of course somebody knew. I just mean people at large. There was a Japanese guy, he came up with the whole concept of Tabatas. How did he know that 20 seconds on and 10-second rest done in 8 intervals is the point that made an impact and change in your life? And that would make your conditioning better. Yeah, Mr. Tabata came up with that, studied it. So most of the folks who influence health, most of them are not really, they're not doctors that work in hospitals like that. Because those doctors, they're not really trying to learn nothing new. They've got to push the products that the drug manufacturers are telling them to. Hence the Ozempic, the Mounjaro. So think about 5 years down the line, 3 years down the line. What's going to be going on with your body? Are you going to be taking Ozempic in 5 years? So here's what I need. As a professional trainer and coach and athlete, I need for y'all to start being honest. Because you still need us. Even on those drugs, you still need us. Because you want the physique that you want. You don't want to look like you just walked out of, you don't want to look like you just walked out of a casket. And some people getting that skinny. And the thing is, see, there is a line. With these drugs, there is a line that people cross and they don't realize they've crossed the line. And that's when they've lost too much weight. Okay? There's a line that they've crossed and they have no idea they crossed that line. They post the pictures on Instagram, on Facebook, and the comments would be all over the place. Y'all remember 50 Cent? They was calling him quarter because his head was looking so big, his body got skinny, and he was saying what? He didn't do nothing. He was working out. But the thing is, we know the difference. Because, see, we knew what 50 Cent looked like when he was working out. We knew that. He had musculature. His head was proportional to his body. The sagging skin on his face was not as bad. Because what happens is he crossed that line, that invisible line between I've lost enough weight, I've met my goals, I look good, I feel good, into too skinny, head is not proportional to the rest of the body, lacking musculature. That's one of the telltale signs, lacking musculature. Those drugs make you lose muscle. So this invisible line that people are crossing, they're crossing that line because they're just taking the drugs and they're not working with anybody to help them hold on to that muscle. Muscle is so much harder to build, so you got to hold on to that muscle. So stop lying to us and trying to tell us you're not taking them drugs. We know you taking Ozempic. We know you taking Mounjaro. Just tell us the truth so that we can actually put you on a program and a plan that's going to have your body sexy and looking right. But Oprah, Ozempic, y'all mark my words. I want y'all to mark this day. I told you it's leap year. It's February 29th, comes once in 4 years. Oprah cut. So this is a quick recap. Oprah cut ties with Weight Watchers. Oprah did not sell her shares. Oprah donated her shares to the African American or the Black History Museum. Now, this is where I start speculating. Oprah positioned herself by leaving Weight Watchers and donating her shares so that she can then come out with her Ozempic. Her own product that she can now go back and sell to Weight Watchers, that's going to take that business out of the toilet, bring them to the top again, pivot their business, make the stock go back up. So now Oprah can declare she's donated all of this stock worth millions and millions, maybe billions, to the African American Museum. I am not mad at Oprah. So when we all show up on the Oprah show on the Harpo Network, you get a Harpo shot, you get a Harpo shot. Everybody's going to get their Harpo shots for Christmas. Okay? Don't be surprised. It's going to be Harpo shots inside the cars. Okay? Because she likes to do cars too. It's going to be Harpo shots inside the cars, or it's going to be Harpo certificates for 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year at the Harpo weight loss clinics, courtesy of Oprah Winfrey. That's brilliant. So that's what I talked about, the whole first part of the show. Second part, look, let us help y'all get these bodies you want so you ain't out here looking like bobbleheads with the big heads, the skinny necks, and the skinny bodies to go with it, and the saggy booties. Because if you go back and you take Ozempic and then you go get a BBL, it's really going to look crazy because we can already tell. We can tell We can tell. So just let us help you get your bodies right, because you don't know the long-term effects on your body, especially if you don't have diabetes. This medication was made for people who are obese, who have diabetes, who struggle to lose weight. And if you're not someone who has diabetes and you're not obese and you're taking this drug, the body will stop producing. Y'all know I've talked about this before. If you are taking supplements from outside your body that your body normally manufactures, your body will stop or severely slow down manufacturing those. This happens all the time with men taking testosterone, growth hormone, all of that stuff. Not only do it give them heart attacks and it shrinks their PPs. Yeah, y'all didn't know that? You better ask somebody. You better ask somebody. You can't be out there taking all of the growth hormone, the testosterones, and expect your body to continue producing, because there's natural levels. The body is an incredible, incredible machine, y'all. God designed your body to work for you. You just got to stop working against your own body. You got to. So all of these men taking these shots. Okay, did y'all see, Nelson, did you see the movie Get Hard with Mark Wahlberg? And, okay, so look, did y'all see the movie Get Hard with Anthony, what's his name? Anthony, what's the brother who's the actor? Who was in the movie you told me to watch? Oh, no, he wasn't in that movie. But anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. It was the movie Get Hard. It's called Get Hard. And they was all on steroids. And it was a great movie. It's one of my favorite movies. Anthony Mackie was in it. Of course, the brother, his whole role is his PP can't get hard because he's on the steroids. That's his role. That is his role in the movie. Now, y'all, this is real. This really happens. This happens. So, you know, a lot of them men that's all buff and they got the nos veins popping out. I'll call them nos veins. When you get that muscularity and the veins is all fat. And listen, y'all, it's beyond shrinkage. It's beyond shrinkage. See, their body slowly and gradually stops producing the hormone that they're injecting. And so then they need more and more. This is the same effect as drug abuse. This is how it starts. It's the same with crack, with cocaine, all of that stuff. It never starts with them taking an exorbitant amount. But when your body stops producing something because you are artificially taking something from the outside, eventually you need more and more to get the same muscularity, to get the same strength. That's why. So listen, why am I saying all of that? Because I want you to see that with Ozempic and Mounjaro, these are the things that can happen. Okay, this is what can happen to you. So either you're planning on staying on this drug forever, or you have a plan. What is your exit plan? This is why you need to be working with coaches, so you have your exit plan. This is why you need to work with business coaches, so you can have your exit plan for your business. So people, human beings, I am imploring you. The world is the world all over the world, and human beings are human all over the world. And one of the conditions of being a human, right, that drives us is people want acceptance. They want to belong. They want to feel part of a tribe. They want to be adored by other people. That's a human condition that keeps us in these messes. The fact that you were born perfect, God created you perfect, and you can't make yourself more perfect. The fact that that is in our blind spots, that's in our blind spots. You know how I say can't see the forest because the trees. See, you in the forest. You in the forest looking for the forest. That's the problem. You were already created perfect. And you trying to recreate yourself as perfect because the perfect that you are, the God perfect keeps escaping you. You can't find it. You can't find happiness. You can't find your place in the world. Y'all, that's why. Because you're looking in the wrong place. You're looking in the wrong place. Savage Talk with Keefa on 101 TKO Radio. We taking a quick break. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. up? What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up, Stonecrest? What's up, DeCall? DeCall. Yep, take that L out. It ain't silent. Y'all don't be mad at me because I know y'all be cussing me out when you see me on the street. Stop saying that. The cab. So, okay, I didn't talk Harpo-Zempic, but it's something else important I do want to talk about. Talked about this on Tuesday. Google's Gemini. Remember I talked about it being too woke? Some calling it racist. So I posed the question. This is what I want to know. Is Google's Gemini, is it trying to rewrite WRITE history or rewrite RIGHT history? Okay. So the problem is, number one, it has effectively in 1 week lost 96 billion, with a B like boy, $96 billion in value because of this. Now this is crazy, y'all. 96 billion. Let's try to imagine. Remember on Tuesday I was talking about the 420 bust, all 22 plus million. That was a lot of money. But no, we talking 96 billion in 1 week. This is crazy. This is because whatever you type into that Gemini, you can't do it now because this is disabled and they have to actually pay some folks back. So was it, when it renders a picture of a black Viking, what do you think Google is attempting to do? Okay, is it attempting to show diversity, or is it attempting to rewrite WRITE history? Because the truth is this. We already know, and I said this Tuesday, if you are a black or brown person, we already know history has been whitewashed. We don't get all of our true history. The history that's in the history books is not the true history. Now, some of it's accurate, but there's lots of omissions and there's lots of inaccuracies. So yes, we make a fuss. We make a fuss on that. Black and brown people, meaning we make a fuss. But is our fuss effective enough to shut a business down and or cause it to lose $96 billion? No. Y'all know the answer is no. Because if it was yes, well, actually, if it was yes, we would have seen it. And I'm saying, it ain't a good thing, but it's just the reality. It's just the reality. So Gemini, when I talked about that earlier this week, yes, we knew based upon what I shared that it could render something that wasn't totally accurate. So instead of showing a Viking as a Caucasian person, it showed a Viking as an African American person or as an Asian. So yes, historically not accurate. I'm assuming, but I'm not an expert on history, especially not Viking history. So I don't know. But the thing is this: if it rendered a pope as Asian, is that rewriting or rewriting? Because technically a pope can be Asian. So what I read is that there's a couple different ways to look at it. Google was attempting to show a projection of how the world could be if we are truly a diverse world without the prejudice and racism. This is what our world could look like. But there is a difference. Now, If I ask Google to pull up something from the past that's already occurred, it can't make something up. Like if I say, show me the Pope from 1962, Google cannot send me an Asian Pope if the Pope wasn't Asian. That's just historically inaccurate. It's historically inaccurate, and that's not what anybody wants to see. However, if we're talking about projecting the future and what a world would look like, if there's no prejudices, there's no bias. And I'm not just talking about AI, I'm talking about in the world. Because right now, we're the ones that are modeling and teaching and training artificial intelligence. So it is just going to reflect back what we're doing right now. It will continue to learn, of course. It's machine learning. AI is smart. It is going to continue to take our information and get better and better with time if we are training it to get better with time. So do you think that 96, well, let me ask you, because Google's rendition of a Black Viking or Asian Pope is historically inaccurate, do you think that is worth losing $96 billion? Especially given, you know they can fix it. That's what they're working on right now. They're not scrapping Gemini. It ain't no reason to scrap it. You can just retrain it. But do you think that's worth $96 billion in revenue? Do you really believe that this, you can call it a snafu. You can call it what you want to call it. But is it worth $96 billion? No. I don't think it's worth $96 billion. But then again, when they come back and it's fixed, it's going to go back up because people have short-term memory. It's true, we do. Self-included. Y'all know anytime I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself too. If I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. We have short memories. We do. Listen, have y'all forgot about Harvey Weinstein? You probably did until I just mentioned his name. Yeah, he's somewhere rotting in jail where he belonged. He's somewhere rotting in jail where he belonged. But look, I ain't forgot about P. Diddy. Have not forgot about P. Diddy. Y'all read, I know you heard, you saw on social media. All over social media. I think it was Monday and Tuesday. Somebody else, now this brother is now coming out talking about P. Diddy did X, Y, and Z. Is it true? I don't know. But the thing is, it's looking likely that if it ain't all true, it's some parts of it that's true. But people have short-term memories, right? Some of y'all already forgot about Fannie Pack Willis. Y'all know I love Fannie. Some people call her Fannie. I wear fanny packs. That's why I just say Fannie Pack Willis, because I have an affinity and a love for a good fanny pack. Okay? And listen, Fannie's the GOAT. Actually, no, her daddy's the GOAT. He trained her well. Now, whether it means she gets to stay on the case, her and her boyfriend, Nathan Wade, I know they got a huge celebration plan. For when this is all over, they're going to meet in Timbuktu, where it ain't no type of digital service off the grid. They're going to get together off the grid, and they're going to be laughing and drinking and getting lit, talking about all the shenanigans in the courtroom. I'm not on trial. Okay? I'm not on trial. Donald Trump is on trial. You better believe it. The thing, man, y'all, this is what's so fascinating to me. We have so much doggone drama and news to talk about in not just in Georgia, but in the United States. Trump trying to get black folks with the shoes. Yeah, and Fat Joe been all over the internet talking about I'm a sneaker collector. I'm a sneaker collector. I got thousands of tennis shoes, of sneakers. I got thousands of sneakers. I ain't gonna vote for Trump, but I'm gonna get the sneakers. What y'all think about that? What do y'all think about it? Would you get them? Collector or not, would you get them? Like, I understand both sides of it. If you're a collector, it is the actual sneaker, the love of that thing you collected. Has nothing to do with politics. And at the same time, I understand that you have a greater obligation to your people if it is something having to do with social justice. And see, Trump, a lot of people believe is a racist. And the fact that he said we gonna get the black vote, like not in those words, but you get what I'm saying. We gonna get the black vote by coming up with some dope tennis shoes, some dope sneakers. See, that crosses the line for me. So, like, at this point, my desire for social equity and social justice is going to trump getting the Trump sneakers. But Fat Joe, social justice is not more important than collecting his sneakers. See, that's a choice. That's a choice he made. So I understand his choice as someone who is an avid collector. Maybe I would feel different. So I could say I collect sneakers, but not like that. I like to buy sneakers and wear them. Like, I don't like to buy sneakers and box them and keep them in a box. No, everything I buy, I like to wear. So it's a different situation. It's a different perspective. But yet it's still, this is what I'm saying. We have so much to talk about in these United States of America. And the other thing is, even in other countries, they talking about what we doing over here. The fact that our border is crazy. What y'all think about that? Should Sleepy Joe just shut down the border and stop letting people come over here, period, no matter if they're black or brown people or coming from Canada or Russia or France? What should Sleepy Joe and the Congress do? I mean, I know it ain't solely up to Sleepy Joe. But then again, maybe it is, because Trump would have closed them borders. Yeah, Trump would have closed the borders. So, these are the things in the news that we could talk about, that we don't want to talk about all the time. But unfortunately, it's top of mind because we got an election coming up this year. That's in November. And y'all, look, tomorrow is already March. It's already March. Tomorrow. It's already March. Can you believe it? It seems like yesterday it was just 2023. So now in November, we're going to have an election. Okay? So, it's an election year. Trump's got the sneakers. Fat Joe bought the sneakers because he collects the sneakers. So, where's the social justice, Fat Joe? Savage Talk with Keefa. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. So, don't y'all go nowhere. All right, we'll be right back. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Savage Talk with Keefa is back, and we heading into our final stretch. Yes, sir. Final stretch of the hour. It's Thursday. Savage Talk with Keefa is on 101 TKO Radio. So I've been talking about Trump sneakers. We've talked about so many things this evening. But listen, I got a question. This is what one of my clients asked me today. Okay, now this is important. So if you own a business and you desire to promote and market your business, listen to what I'm saying. They asked me, do I believe that in 2024, is it too late for a business to go viral on social media? And you know, ooh, that's a hot question. That's a hot question because how many of you guys are making posts, or going live, or doing videos, all of this content with the expectation of going viral and getting your followers way up? Well, see, a lot of people still believe that. The market in the world is different now. And I'm going to give you a perspective that I know most of y'all are not thinking about. See, as y'all get smarter in the game, so has Zuckerberg and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. They're all learning as well. There is a reason why. There's a reason why our posts, and I say our because you guys know I'm not a huge social media person, specifically Instagram. It's a reason why it is very difficult for you to bring your followers up, especially if you have a business page and you started with a private and a personal page. Because if I'm Zuckerberg, why am I going to share all of your stuff, all of your ads you posting? Yeah, the algorithms know that you're sharing posts, trying to sell something, trying to get people to come to your event, trying to build your tribe. Typically, that sort of advertising costs you money. And Zuckerberg knows that you're going around trying to circumvent the process. And as a result, your posts are not going to get the traction. Your videos are not going to get the traction. You, like me, are going to get the same 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 likes. Unless you figure out that to build your tribe, what did I tell y'all on Tuesday? You've got to spend advertising dollars and do Facebook and Instagram ads. Long gone are the days where you can post flyers, click this link, go here, go there. You can tell them all of that stuff, but what good does it do you if don't nobody see it? This is the time we're living in. Everything is more expensive. Zuckerberg wants you to pay him to send your ads to all of your ideal tribe. Now, if you ask me, is it impossible? Because, hey, I don't have the money to invest in ads. Is it impossible to go viral? No, nothing's impossible. Some people will tell you just go to TikTok. It's easy over there on TikTok. But look, if your ideal audience is not on TikTok, why you going to go over there? See, that's what I keep trying to tell y'all that. You're trying to be everywhere. Why are you trying to be everywhere with the exact same content? Because if you have a follower on Instagram that can get your content on Instagram, Why would they go to TikTok to get the same content they're getting from you on Instagram? I'm going to give you a good case in point. How many of you have actually subscribed on Instagram to somebody's content and channel? How many of y'all are paying to get somebody's content on Instagram? See, very few. The big money and big gains comes from advertising. And this is why businesses need money to position themselves and promote themselves. That's not to say you can't do any of this without the money. You can spend your whole life trying to build something up organically. That's how I did it, because that's how we were doing it back in the day. Who has that kind of time now? Nobody. Who has that kind of time? Nobody. So what I'm telling you folks is, you better get your money together. Get your money together so you can start dripping ads. So good old Zuckerberg can start showing your content to the people that need to see it. Your tribe of people are in Facebook, Instagram land waiting for you. And if you are organically trying to find them, but you're using social media, good luck on doing that. The times have changed. The times have changed, especially now that we have artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence can help you go viral. But if you don't have clarity in your business, it doesn't matter how much artificial intelligence you have. You're going to waste money, you're going to waste time, and you're going to get discouraged. So you got to have clarity. Who's your ideal client? What products and services are they looking for? Where do they hang out? When you find them, what's your elevator pitch? What's your must-have offer? Yeah, the offer that they can't refuse, that solves all their problems, that lets them know you actually know what problems they have, and you're not just spewing something you got from an online course. These are the things I love to talk about. I love to teach and coach. So it's Thursday. It is February 29th, leap year. This is the only day, this time that's coming. Cherish the time that you have. Be grateful for what God already gave you. He already gave you perfection made in his image. So why you struggling? Why you not happy? Why you got anxiety? Why you stressed out? It's perspective. You've been listening to Savage Talk with Keefa. I'm thankful for you hanging out with me these 2 hours, listening to my rants, listening to me mess up words. Thank you. I appreciate your time. I'm on every Tuesday and Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. You can stream us on YouTube, or you can download the 101 TKO radio app. I want you guys to have a great weekend. Savage Talk with Keefa is leaving the building. Peace out.